to the Shark Tank, where entrepreneurs seek an investment to start, grow, or save their business.
Are you married?
No, sir. I like long, romantic walks to the bank.
If the Sharks hear a great idea, they'll invest their own money.
I'm going to make you an offer, but I have a caveat. But I'm not going to tell you what the caveat is until you give me an answer.
And fight each other for a deal.
She's giving you a Janet Jackson deal because she wants control.
But the entrepreneurs must get the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
You don't want to go out on this.
I'm going to step out.
And tonight, the biggest deal in Shark Tank history to date is made.
I'll give you $2.5 million for 10%.
Wow.
This is the best offer Kevin's ever made to somebody.
Are you going to take my deal or not?
Who are the Sharks? They're self-made business experts worth billions. Kevin O'Leary is a shrewd venture capitalist who made his fortune selling a children's educational company for over $4 billion. Damon John dominated the fashion world with FUBU. Now he's the branding expert behind multiple global brands generating billions in sales. Robert Herjavec, son of an immigrant factory worker, founded one of the world's preeminent cybersecurity firms. Lori Grenier, the queen of QVC, holds over 100 patents and has launched over 400 products, grossing over $500 million in sales. And Mark Cuban, renowned billionaire tech mogul and the outspoken owner of the Dallas Mavericks.
My name is Stephen Hirsch, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Sit it.
I live with my 2 kids, Abby and Leia. My kids are awesome. They mean everything to me. Growing up, I watched my father start and run a handbag company. He put every penny he had into it, and he took a very big risk. And he did it. He broke open all of the major department stores, and his business took off very quickly after that. Eventually, my father and his partners sold their company for a large amount of money. I didn't get any of the profits, and I'm totally fine with that. I don't feel that I'm entitled to get something that I didn't earn. Now, my dad and I have started a new company in a similar industry. I got those designs. I'm looking at it right now. When we started this company, we bought a ton of inventory. We hired a lot of people. We hadn't even sold one bag yet when we were spending all this money. I had to stop manufacturing my product temporarily. Most of what I'm doing now is planning for a relaunch of my company. I've learned from my mistakes, and it's time to ask for help. A partnership with the right shark can bring my business back, and it can be just as successful as my dad's business was before. I'm Stephen Hirsch, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York. My company is Biaggi, and I'm seeking an investment of $500,000 in exchange for 30% of my company. Whether we live in a house, a condo, or an apartment, it always seems like we have so much stuff and not enough space to store it in. Very few things eat up more of our living space than our luggage. Biaggi luggage is your storage solution. All Biaggi luggage folds flat. Our foldable suitcases use hinge lock technology, which keeps these bags sturdy while in use and easy to store under a bed or on a shelf. Our super lightweight zip sack is a small pouch that amazingly transforms into this fully featured 4-wheel spinner. In this standard piece of bedroom furniture, I've stored 11 pieces of luggage. Think about all of the space that this luggage would take up in your home. Our luggage is the luggage that you're going to love when you're traveling, and also when you're not. So which one of you can we welcome to the fold? Well, prove to me people care. Do you have any sales?
Yes, so we've had $2.5 million of sales in 2 years.
Wow.
So the first year was a full year of selling. This year, we sold for 6 months, and then basically we hit pause on manufacturing because we did learn some things, and we decided that instead of...
So what did you learn?
What we learned was that consumer education is the challenge with this product. We bought a ton of inventory straight off the bat, and that was definitely a mistake.
When you hit the roadblock, you had to liquidate a lot of your inventory.
Correct.
So how much of your own money do you have in this?
We invested $3.5 million into this business.
$3.5 million?
Yeah. We didn't lose $3.5 million, but we invested that off the bat.
Who was we?
Me, my family, and our longtime partner from the last business that we were in.
What was the last business?
The last business was a handbag business.
And what was the name of that
The
handbag
name of the
business?
handbag business is Rossetti. We sold it for $162 million.
Wow.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, it wasn't me that did it.
Did you get any of the 162 million?
No. I'm hungry to get it with this.
So you worked there, but you weren't an owner of Rossetti.
No, my father was the owner of Rossetti.
He didn't throw you a bone?
You know what? My father doesn't believe in doing that. What can I say?
Neither do you.
I love the guy.
How much does the pink bag cost, and what do you make it for?
Okay, $62 to land it in the United States.
Sounds like a lot.
That's a lot. But go
and
ahead.
what do you sell it for?
Yeah, so we sell it wholesale for $124, and it retails for $269. That's for the largest size.
And who were you selling to?
Right.
So this was the blessing and the curse with Biaggi. So when we first started Biaggi, before we even bought a piece of luggage into this country, we got an order from a larger department store to put us into 100 stores with 2 of our lines. We were really excited, obviously. And
So am I. Then what happened?
there was a major issue that had to be figured out, and that's why I'm here today talking to you. But consumer education on the floor.
So even the salespeople didn't know that it collapsed, right?
I went into one store. Let me show you something. We have...
Wait, it gets worse.
This is the storage bag. When you fold this luggage, you put it comes in a storage bag like this. So I go to one store, and all I see on the floor are these.
Oh,
That's
no.
it.
No.
That's it.
Absolutely. You're lucky they even brought it out of the back.
Stephen, I love the fact that you're honest and just straight up to the point, right?
Sure.
But what I'm really hearing is now you're just in the luggage game with one extra feature. It is what it is, but it's not a business I want to be in. I'm out.
Okay, I accept that, and thank you for listening to me anyways.
Stephen.
I appreciate it.
Fundamentally, here's what I heard you say. I have a product that the consumer doesn't understand. That's a big challenge. And there is a lot of competition. I don't see it. I'm out.
Totally accept that, Robert, and I really appreciate you listening to me.
So, Stephen, this is a tough business. It requires the demonstration, either online or on television or infomercial. But for me, I'm out.
Fair enough, thank you.
I'm concerned about the strategy. Unless you have your own type of store, it's really the JCPenney's and the Dillard's and the Burlingtons. They have hundreds of feet of luggage, and it's very hard to differentiate it. But I actually just did a deal with HSN for luggage, so I'm going to make you an offer. I'll give you the $500,000 for 33%.
That's a terrific offer, and I really appreciate that, Damon.
Yeah,
but
would you like to take the offer now or not?
Are you giving me an ultimatum of I have to take it now or not?
I'm not giving you an ultimatum. I'll only give you 20 seconds because I got a deadly Charquette that's being quiet.
And
So yeah,
she's
20 seconds.
swimming
20
in the
seconds,
water
Lori, come on,
towards
20
you.
seconds.
You know, I actually have been in the luggage business. I have sold hundreds of thousands of pieces of my
10
weekender
seconds.
bag on QVC. It was unique. It had a clever, different function. So your bags are appealing to me because I know my
5
customer.
seconds.
So I also like that you have your family behind
All right,
you.
time is up.
Three sharks are out. Stephen has an offer on the table from Damon, $500,000 for 33% of his foldable luggage company, Biaggi. But Lori may also be interested.
All right, time is up. Laura, you gonna give him an offer or not?
I am going to give him an offer.
Hurry up.
Today. So I'm going to offer you the $500,000. I also want 33%. You know, I've already thought of a new name, packaging.
This is a really tough decision.
She's already changing the name. She's giving you a Janet Jackson deal.
How is that a Janet Jackson?
Because she
That's
wants
crazy.
control.
Think
Look.
about this.
I'm
You've
not
got
going to
2
insult
offers.
him because
2
I'm a
offers.
good person.
Is it okay if I step out and make a phone call about this?
David, you've got 2 smoking hot offers. What are you going to do? You're going to let yourself step off the carpet. You know what can happen. All you have to do is pick one.
And the only difference is I live in New York in the garment industry like you do. So we can talk often.
And I've seen your Maybach in the parking lot on
There you
33rd
go.
Street.
Let the
I
guy
work
pick.
at lightning speed. We'll have this on QVC within 4 months.
Thank you. Be
I
right
hope
back.
nothing bad happens. Bad things can happen.
Hello.
Hey, so I got 2 offers. One from Damon John, and the other one is from Lori Grenier.
Okay.
They both have access to all the retailers. It's exactly the same offer. They want to give $500,000 for 33%. You know, it's so tough.
Look, all I can tell you is you have to gauge which one of them is really going to be most interested, but beyond HSN and QVC.
I think he's going to pick you because you're from New York and he wants your Maybach.
Well, I mean, how many years of luggage have you been doing? That's one of your categories?
I've been doing luggage for at least the last decade.
And that's that's a category you already have
It's a strong category for me. I've sold hundreds of millions of dollars worth.
All right, Stephen, let's reset the table.
Okay.
You have two very valid offers from two sharks, each offering you $500,000 for 33 1/3%. They're identical. It's turned into a beauty contest. Now, you have to make a decision. What are you going to do?
Okay, 1 second. I want to make one statement. I just need to know, what is your next plan of action? Stores, or is your plan demonstrable on the QVC or HSNs of the world?
Demonstrable, if I had to choose.
Listen, in your best interest to go down that path, even though I work with HSN, she has an existing customer base. She will do amazing things with it. I hate actually saying that. I'm going to step out.
Whoa.
Even though I know we know a lot of the same people, I know we've worked basically in the same building, Lori, I know you could kill this on QVC, and I'd be honored to work with you.
Yay.
Outstanding.
Thank you, everybody.
Good job, Stevie.
Great job.
Thank you.
I think it's very clever. Really solves problems.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward.
Welcome to my family.
You did a great job.
Thank you, everybody.
Damon, I don't know what happened to you out there.
You know what? I don't want to be Mr. Know-It-All and let my ego get in the way when the best thing for that entrepreneur, Lori already has an existing customer that trusts her, and Lori would be better for him. Oh, that's so nasty. That tastes so nasty.
Well, thank you, Damon.
Whatever.
We're at Bed Bath & Beyond today to see my special Shark Tank section that will be featured at select stores nationwide. This special section features 6 products I've invested in from Shark Tank, and I've brought them all down here today to see it for the first time. Joining me are Scrub Daddy, Drop Stop, Reader Rest, Screen Mend, Invisiplug, and FiberFix.
This display is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. And I'm not just saying that's because it's our product. It's absolutely mind-blowing.
Everything that Lori touches is gold, and being on her display is just an unbelievably exciting experience.
This is such a big deal for all of us. These entrepreneurs are really performing fantastically. They've done millions of dollars in sales, $62 million collectively.
Before going on Shark Tank, we'd only done about $4,000 in sales. Since we aired on Shark Tank a little over a year ago, we've done over $1 million in sales.
The kind of growth that we've experienced in the last year is really unheard of. We've done $10 million in sales.
In only 9 months, we've grossed $800,000.
In less than 3 years, we just hit $10 million in sales.
Since we debuted a year and a half ago, we have grossed over $10 million in sales.
Since doing a deal with Lori only 2 short years ago, we're about to reach $30 million. Shark Tank is not a show. It's a phenomenon.
Let's go celebrate! I'm thrilled to have you as part of my Shark Tank family. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing to put a deal together like this. It just means so much to me because they chose me as their shark, and I really think the sky's the limit.
Next into the tank is an entrepreneur with an innovation in men's grooming.
Lydia Evans from Houston, Texas. I'm seeking $125,000 for 20% equity in my company, Soaps, Washes, and Grooming Essentials, better known by the fellas as Swag Essentials. As a licensed esthetician with 8 years in dermatology, I have always had a passion for skincare. One day, my brother, a barber of 15 years, called begging me to make a product for his clients that suffer from razor burn and hair bumps, also known as folliculitis. Folliculitis is when the hair gets trapped beneath the hair follicle, begins to breed bacteria, and causes the skin to become itchy and irritated. It's really, really nasty stuff. So I started jotting down formulations, and voila, the Swag Bar was born. The Swag Bars went on sale, and it was on. Now when the guys see me around town, all I hear is, "Hey, soap lady, you got the goods with you?" Well, of course I do. Meet me around back. The Swag Bar has a 3-in-1 versatility that allows a guy to cleanse, exfoliate, and disinfect the surface of his skin in one easy use. With your help, this bar is going to take off like a G5. Who's going to fly Air Swag with me? Because together, we're going to clean up. I have some samples for you.
Bring on the swag.
Thank you, Lydia.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lydia.
Oh, yes, Mr. Wonderful. Hello, Demon.
Thank you. How you doing?
Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
There you go. Thank you. I am formulating one without loofah, so that you...
So the loofah's in here?
The loofah's in there.
What's loofah?
It's from a sponge, right?
It's categorized as a sponge.
It's actually a plant first used by the ancient Romans in their baths to exfoliate.
Lydia.
Yes.
I'm not 1,000 years old like Kevin. So I didn't know what loofah is, but what else is in here? Because I see all kinds of things in the soap.
There's well, it's a proprietary product, so I can't disclose that to you.
You took
Have you
the loofah
patented that?
for
I have not patented, and let me explain to you why I have not patented. Because I don't want to release my ingredients. It's 63 different ingredients that go into that bar.
63 things
Yes,
in
sir.
here?
63 ingredients, and it's all natural.
Do you have any sales, Lydia?
Yes, sir. We're looking at $54,500.
And how have you sold that?
Through my brother's barbershop and the website.
How much on the web? How much in the barbershop?
I would say 75% web, 25% barbershop.
And do you make this for women?
I am looking into that because a lot of guys are saying that their girlfriends are using it on their legs and bikini areas, and it's real popular for that.
Well,
Lydia, what do you sell it for?
Those retail for $15, sir, and I have a 75% margin.
Yowza.
Wow. She's talking dirty now. How much do you make it for?
I make it for $3.07.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow. Are you making this yourself?
Yes, ma'am, I am. I make it from my home.
Oh, you make it in your home?
Yes, sir, I do.
Lydia, what happens if you get funded by one of the sharks today? You're making this on your kitchen table. How are you going to scale this business so that you have world domination of loofah soap?
That's the plan, world domination. I've already researched everything that I know that I need to get into a warehouse and produce on a larger level.
What is it that you need?
Larger equipment. Right now, I'm doing 20 gallons. You can get melters for soap up to 150 gallons.
That sounds time consuming. Is this
Yes.
your only job at the moment?
I'm an esthetician by trade.
Now, what is your are you married?
No, sir.
Oh.
Whoa,
You know,
David.
you know some single guys? No, sir, I'm not married. No children. So this is my baby. It's my boyfriend. It's my best friend. It's my roommate.
Lydia.
Yes.
I know what I know, and I know what I don't know. I'm not the right partner for you. I didn't even know what a loofah was. I'm sorry. I'm out.
This is a very awesome product. Very innovative. It will be the very first one in the world to come to the market the way it is.
All right. I think it's a very innovative idea, but really a hobby at this point on your kitchen table. If you already set up manufacturing and were trying to pour gasoline on that to accelerate it, that would be more interesting. I think there's a lot of hurdles you're going to face. It's too early for me. I'm out.
Okay.
Well, I love innovation. You took two things, you put it together, and you've created a better mousetrap.
Thank you.
Problem for me is it's one SKU that isn't tested or proven yet. I'm out.
Lydia, why do you take it beyond your brother's barbershop in Houston?
It has gotten outside of Houston because I have people from my
online,
website.
right? I get that from
Yes,
online, right? You know, it would just seem to me that it would be common sense to say, look, where's the closest barbershop? And then just drive there and say, look, it worked at my brother's shop. Why don't you give it a try?
That's what I need you for.
But you know what, Lydia? I'm not here to go door to door to every barbershop.
No, I'll get the work done.
My risk reward for the amount of work it's going to take to just get you to where you need to be to scale, it's not worth my time. I'm out.
Okay. Damon, it's a great product.
More important than the product being great, you're great.
Oh, thank you.
Your decisions in life are what got you here, which is great. But you're smarter than me in this area.
So we need each other. Is that
No,
what you're
I
saying?
would be of little service to you in this area.
I don't think that I'm too shabby for a year in. Most people don't see anything in a year in. It just caught fire for something.
I would not be of help to you. With that being said, I'm out. But I am going to give you my number. You never know when I will be single.
Oh, my God. I like long romantic walks to the bank. That's what I like.
Great job, Lydia. You just got to get to the next step.
Do I have to turn around and walk out?
Yes, you do.
Way too early.
Way too early.
You're going to have to come in and do all of her accounting.
But it's a very smart idea.
They love my product, and that was exciting. That's really all that matters to me. Damon, call me.
Next into the tank is a couple with a fashionable alternative for college sports fans.
Hi, I'm Shauna.
And I'm Kurt.
We're from Oklahoma, and our company is Game Day Couture. We are seeking $500,000 for a 20% equity stake in our company. So now we all know sports fans are extremely passionate about their teams, right? So you just get ready to go to the big game. And I look over at this guy, and he was decked out from head to toe. But I go to my closet, and I was left with either an oversized jersey or a light pink t-shirt. I thought, really? Come on, we can do better than that. And Game Day Couture was born.
We take what's trending in the fashion world and bring it to the female sports fan market. High-quality fabrics at competitive price points.
And Game Day gives women the opportunity to look comfortable, yet stylish, or decked out from head to toe. So we're a success in the South, but we want to dress fans from all over. Who wants to join Team Game Day and make a statement with fan fashion? Our models are going to pass out some samples for you guys right now.
Thank you. It's all for females, obviously, right?
Currently, yes, we focus on the female market.
What are your sales so far?
We did about $750,000 in sales last year. This year we've done about $1 million. We're on pace to be about 1.5.
Great growth, impressive. So I did an investment last season, Tipsy Elves.
That's right.
And they make the ugly Christmas sweaters. We're killing it. We'll do $4 million this year.
Right.
We're now expanding it to the college market.
Okay.
And what we've learned is it's very, very expensive to buy the
Expensive.
licenses from each college.
Yeah.
How many colleges, universities do you have licenses for across the states?
As we stand right now, we have about 37 licenses. We've got a few more on the way.
Tell me the average price point.
Average price point is $22. Wholesale, average retail is $44.
What does it cost for you to make it?
About $8.
Recently, I went to a Blackhawks game. My husband said, you know, it'd be great if we wore something, the colors, etc. We're online, we're looking at all the different shirts. I didn't like anything until I came to one that was like yours, that was blingy, so that's what I bought. My point is that your price point's good. Because I think that mine costs like 60 some odd dollars.
And that's the difference. We really worked hard with a lot of our retailers and the universities directly to develop what we are known for as an alumni cut at a competitive price point.
How much money will you make this year?
About $100,000 on a 1.5
Okay, so it's not a lot. Why are you worth $2.5 million?
We're worth $2.5 million because we have put all the money back into acquiring the additional licenses, seeking out the markets. So last year, when we did $750,000, that was basically shipped on just 10 schools.
That's correct.
So like right now, we have about 37 schools.
Okay, I get that. So
Wow.
you built a platform upon which one day, with success, you'll make money.
Right.
But I don't think it's worth 2.5. The licenses are valuable, you've got them.
That's
The relationships are valuable, you've got them.
That's correct.
Then I ask myself, what would it cost me to go catch up with you? There's nothing stopping me if I wanted to get into this business. I'm thinking probably if I funded $750, I'd get a team like you and I'd just run like hell and get those licenses too.
You could go out and spend a bunch of money on it, but why would you want to? I've already jumped
Well, I'm
over
just
all
trying
the
to figure
hurdles, and
out,
I'm
you don't
still
make any
sprinting.
money.
We've
So
already done all the hard
you don't
work.
make any cash flow.
I understand.
So I tried, the key to business is to figure out what the right price to buy in
Sure.
is. Because
Sure.
if you overpay, you die of old age before you get your money back. I don't like that. I think you overpriced your business. I think you're worth about $750,000. I'd have to own, 75% of you at this price. I'm out, and I'll let someone else try to figure it out.
So the NBA called me and they said, hey, we want to give you a license because we want you to make fashionable stuff for on-court and off-court. So I made these great Knicks and Bulls velour suits. And what happened is the kid just wanted the $40 jersey with his favorite player on it. That's all he wanted. So I ended up having about $10 million in inventory that was pretty challenging. I'm still licking my wounds a little. Sorry, I'm out.
This would be a really great piece for your portfolio.
I just don't want to go back down that road
You don't want to
again.
go out on this.
I'm still not through my,
Hey, but
my
I see
current
some
inventory.
groveling going on. Can you tell them what it's worth?
1.5.
He's very generous. You're only $1 million overvalued. That means Robert could step up and maybe do something.
It's a $500,000, right? It's not an insignificant amount of money.
It's not.
So valuation matters, Robert? Is that what you're saying? Please, don't you have the vision?
Everything you're doing is exactly what I would have told you to do. I would simply run a little bit faster. Damon thinks it's worth $1.5 million. I have to be honest, I saw it being worth around $1 million for the risk, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to
You're
you.
not disrespectful. It's understanding kind of where we're at within our industry. It is worth a whole lot more than we've even probably given it credit for.
Of course it
We've
is.
scratched the
Shauna,
surface.
for me today, it's worth that dollar amount.
Totally.
As an investor. And you're not going to take that. I know you're not going to take that. For that reason, I'm out.
Appreciate it very much. Thank you very much.
Laura, your marketing, you guys interested?
What are you guys doing online?
We just launched online last year, retail, because we wanted to focus on our wholesale base and get that built first before we just branched into too many things.
But guys, most of your business should be online, right? Because I would think any alum, that's the only way they're going to get you.
Correct.
Yeah,
some of our
there's
retailers
a
sell
huge
online.
opportunity.
Look, I'm kind of surprised you didn't go that way sooner because it's more of a path of least resistance,
Sure,
right?
sure.
Is there anything else I'm missing in terms of why you didn't go online?
Basically, when we go obtain these licenses, we work with these licensing directors, and they want to see us do something with the license.
Is there a limit? Are you not allowed to sell online?
No, we are, but they really want to see you take the license and do something with it within the first.
Okay, 1 second. It's very hard to show a licensing organization a bunch of people on the internet saying I'm interested.
That's exactly
but it's really easy to show them orders from 50 stores saying this is an official order. Did that happen?
That's exactly what happened.
Okay, now I'm going to make you an offer. Okay. Okay? I'm going to offer you the $500K.
Okay.
For 30%.
Okay.
Okay? But I have a caveat. But I'm not going to tell you what the caveat is, or the contingency is, until you give me an answer. So you're going to have to trust me a little bit. I mean, you've got to tell me.
Absolutely. I definitely want to respect your offer. I want to make sure that we don't leave anybody out, like Lori.
I'm not going to go there, guys. If I'm not the right partner for you, just tell me.
You are the right partner for us.
A bird in the hand. You just got to tell me whether we have a deal.
Okay.
Let's do it. Now I'm going to tell you my condition.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
My wife kills me every single year saying the Mavs have horrible clothing for women.
I've already got a design.
Deal.
Right.
Wow. If I didn't do a deal with you guys, my wife would have shot me. Congratulations. Thank you. You guys, it's going to be awesome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Super fired up to be able to work with Mark. We're going to have somebody that doesn't take no for an answer, and he's going to be able to get us the opportunities that we didn't have before.
It'll sell great.
Bling for women is like the light that the moth keeps going toward.
And I want one.
Done. As long as it says Mavs on it.
Next up is an entrepreneur who believes he has a better solution to drinking wine on the go.
Hi, Sharks. My name's Andrew McMurray, and I'm here from Scarsville, New York. Our company is Zips Incorporated. I'm here today seeking a $2.5 million investment for a 10% equity stake in our company. I'm here to tell you that our single serve is like no other in the wine industry. Our company is all about packaging, 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 and licensing, licensing, licensing. And Kevin, I think that should be music to your ears.
You are wise, grasshopper.
So, the single serves that are out in the market today, what you might be most used to that you've seen on airplanes, the little airplane bottles, the little plastic cups, we've got a wine glass. It's got weight and it's got strength. This glass is actually so strong that I can stand on it.
Oh my God.
Wow.
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 Wow is right. To open this glass of wine, you're simply going to unzip the outer clean wrap. This recyclable outer wrap acts as a UV protectant to the wine, which in single-serve wine, shelf life is king. Now, to open the wine, you're simply going to unscrew the lid, attach it to the bottom.
Very clever.
Now,
Great.
to open the wine, you're simply going to lift and peel. One of the best parts about this now, lid comes back off, screws back on. This glass falls over, you're not spilling any wine out of it. So let me quickly give you guys each a glass so you can hold it. In our opinion, our package is going to become to the wine industry what the aluminum can became to the soda industry.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So for viewers out there, and you, Lori, who weren't around when this happened, Copa Divino was another single-serve wine deal that came in the tank twice. Both time got offers, and he never accepted either of them.
Andrew, why is it different than Copa Divino?
It's different in that we own the patents, and
Copa Divino assured us they had a patent on sealing a glass of wine this way. So how have you not breached that patent?
actually, the company that owns the rights to that glass and to that technology is a company based out of France. In speaking with the owner of the company, he told us that the previous entrepreneur, essentially, he's like a franchisee. So he had the rights to use his technology for his glass.
So what is the difference between your two patents?
The shelf life. That's what it boils down to. Our glass lasts for well over a year shelf life. We're in shelf life testing right now with 3 of the top 10 global brands in the world today. One I can tell you about, which is Yellowtail. They do up close to 10 million cases a year in the U.S. market.
So what I'm trying to clarify was certainty, because been down this road a long time ago. And by the way, you're doing better than the other guy, because he was sweating like a pig by this point. The point is, you're telling me after having visited the owner of the patent that there is no breach. They have agreed that you do not infringe on their patent.
That is 100% correct.
Is your patent unique not only to the form factor, but also to coat the glass with that plastic?
Correct. The mix of the plastic that's in here is proprietary to us.
Along with the exterior package.
Along with the exterior, that's also part of the patent, is the UV wrap, the shrink wrap on the outside.
So those two things, okay, let's put the patent aside for a moment.
Okay, sure.
You have no desire to make your own wine. You want to license this packaging to other big wine manufacturers and let them sell it.
The answer would be no and yes and yes and no. So we actually have our Zips brand. That's what's in front of you right now. That is our brand.
Is it in Costco?
It is not in Costco yet. And that's a big piece of why I'm here talking to you today.
What are your sales?
Okay. The project started about 16 months ago. We were working with Fetzer Winery. The deal with them was to get into 6 Major League Baseball parks for opening day of 2013. And we did $130,000 with them in licensing fees.
They took your technology and put their wine into it and sent it over to the arenas?
Correct.
Is that the license?
Correct.
What was the percentage on that license?
It's 15 cents a glass.
How much money is totally invested in this venture right now?
$8.5 million.
Oh, wow.
And where did that money come from?
We got about 25 investors total. We've got 6 retired Goldman Sachs partners, 3 of which own a professional sporting franchise. And the rest of this group, these are all Wall Street professionals.
But the question becomes, if you have all those team owners, then why are you asking us for the money?
I want all 5 of you guys at the table with me.
What's the sell-through?
What's your total sales?
The Zips brand that you're holding in your glass right now, we're currently done about $650,000 in sales.
What does it cost at retail, a glass of Zips?
$2.99.
Look,
per glass.
very few people will buy a glass of wine for $3.
We're already in 1,200 stores. We just got Walmart this week.
What's it cost you to make?
It cost me 95 cents.
Ooh, look, in America, 97% of wine is sold for under $9.95 a bottle. So where this packaging idea has so much merit in terms of its delivery, it fails on its pricing. When the average consumer says to himself, I can get 5.5 glasses for $9.99 and I have to pay $3.99 for one. That's the problem.
Yeah, but this is, you know, but you can't dismiss, like you said, you can't dismiss the package.
$650,000 in sales, my friend. That's nothing in the wine business.
I mean, everyone we've spoken to is comfortable at the $2.99 price.
They haven't sold through any. They haven't
like
tested the market. They haven't sold it through. $650,000 in 1,200 stores is poo-poo. Poo-poo. Pee-pee poo-poo.
Let's not get hung up on, though.
I'm hung up. I know it's getting delisted. It's not going to work.
We're talking about my brand.
Look, I'm not a wine connoisseur, but even then, I would take MD 2020 from a quality perspective over a brand with a zipper named Zips. Huge mistake. I'm out.
Let me tell you a very brief story that I think will be sobering for you. I went to see Costco and talked to them about wine. They're the largest buyer of wine on earth, sure. $5.2 billion in wine. I said, I'm going into the wine business. They said, who cares? There's 5,000 applications a year to put wine from all around the world into Costco. Go prove that O'Leary means something in the wine business. It took me 2 years to do it. I go back to Costco, and she says, impressive. But now, you have to deal with a new price point. We talked about single serve. We talked about 750 milliliter bottles. We talked about my brand.
Did you get your wine into Costco?
I'm negotiating it right now. It's not in yet.
That's a good question.
That would be a no. Okay, what is your loss going to be this year?
I don't want to look at it as a loss. I want to look at it as a reinvestment back.
Why not simply license to the big manufacturers, to the big wineries, and let them take all of that? You're putting up enormous amounts of capital. That's not the purpose of a licensing deal. Why do any of it?
Well, I mean, hindsight is always 20/20.
That's the answer?
Now he's in. No. Now he's too far in. He's got no choice.
Okay, so at the price of $2.99 that you want to sell it at, if you don't get the sell-through up to, call it, 10 million units in the next 2 years, you're screwed. You've run out of runway. So the real issue is getting back to how we started our conversation today. When we know everybody in America, which is 97%, buy wine at under $9.99, that's 97% of the market.
And where's that fact from?
Everything I'm telling you is a fact. You're going to go find this out on your own.
My gut feeling is I would not feel comfortable investing this amount of money with this amount of risk. I'm out.
But obviously, I respect that and I appreciate it. But, you know, to open a category that's never been done before isn't easy.
It's been done before. The guy's been standing there
twice. He was here twice.
To clear the air in that sense, I mean, we're not a copycat. I've been doing this single-serve wine since 2008.
I think brilliant design. I love it. From my perspective, I think that there's a great use for it in certain applications. But all the rest of this is so complicated. You have so many partners, it's so much money, that for that reason, I can't see my way through this. And so I'm out.
You know, when Copa Divino was here, I really liked the product then. I liked the better product, because I think you have a better product But my issue is exactly the same as it was. I don't care that you've raised $8.5 million. For me, it is very, very fundamental. It's a licensing deal. I don't understand why we're having this discussion. Kevin's going to beat the crap out of you because you can't get below a certain price point. But you can't get below a certain price point because you've taken on all the risk. If you were simply licensing it, that would be somebody else's problem. I don't like the path that you're going down. I know.
All right, look, Costco is the #1 buyer and reseller of wine on earth, period. Everything about selling wine in America is known by their buying team. Which brands, which varietals, what price point, what packaging, everything. They know everything. Everything. They don't like this price. If I team up with you, I can get this into Costco, but not at that price. You want to do $12 million opening order from California alone? It's $149. You want to do a $19 million a year business with Costco? It's $149. I can make it happen. I can get you into Costco.
4 sharks are out. Kevin is Andrew's last chance for a deal for his single-serve wine company, Zips.
So how do you get the price down so that we can sell to Costco for $1.06? How do we do that?
You've got to get the packaging down. And like anything, when it goes to scale, we feel we can keep driving it down.
All right. I'll make you an offer. Here's the only way I'm doing your deal. I'm not interested in going down the path you're going down trying to prove out a $2.99 product, because I know it's not going to work. I'm 2 years ahead of you, okay? I want to go launch it in Costco. Do you understand the value of the offer of getting into Costco?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what are you going to do?
I'll give you $2.5 million for 10%, but I want the option to buy another $2.5 million worth of equity at exactly a $25 million valuation in the event of an exit. Which means if you sell the company for $50 million, I still get to buy in at $25. You get it? I've got to have some upside for making your company so valuable that you can sell it. And of course, all of this only happens if we get into Costco, so you have nothing to worry about.
Do you understand it?
Yes, I do. I'd like to have an opportunity to make a quick phone call.
Yes?
To check with the investors.
All right. Oh, these wine guys drive me crazy.
I think they're nuts not to do your deal.
It's just a potential deal with Kevin.
Kevin only?
Kevin only. For a 10% equity stake in the company. And here's the twist and the kicker, so obviously we need to discuss this.
Do you see this as your way of you getting into Costco?
Yeah, but
And that's why
this
you
is the
wanted
best offer Kevin's ever made to somebody.
Okay, so in speaking to the partners, they were intrigued. It wasn't the angle they thought that you would be coming in
I
at.
deserve to buy stock at a $25 million valuation, Andrew, because I brought Costco to the table. Because we got into Costco, all of a sudden you're way more valuable. Your partners know that. You should do this deal. You have no risk. Just say yes. Trust me.
Andrew, it's actually a very good deal.
Andrew, are you going to take my deal or not? Don't be a fool.
I'm on board.
All right. Cheers. Have your very expensive plastic glass and toast me.
Cheers. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Here's to that being over.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Going into this, we knew that Kevin was the wine guy. To have Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, part of our wine project that we're doing, pretty excited.
Next time on Shark Tank,
It's a Christmas miracle.
it's a special holiday episode.
How did you come up with this idea? Did you have a bad dream?
Let me explain something to you, Mr. Wonderful. I have $105,000 invested in this company.
Well, if I have to take another mortgage on my house, I will. I have rechristed you the Beast.
Laura, you have a history of taking real crap and turning it into gold.
Maybe you just saved yourself from death.
What you've done is amazing.
You gotta leave with a shark.
Get ready to take a wild ride in hot pursuit of stolen goods. 2020 starts now.